In family court cases involving children, fathers lose primary custody over 80% of the time, not because they were worse parents, not because they love their kids less, because the system isn't looking for the best parent, it's looking for the steadiest one. And most dads don't find that out until it's already cost them. Most dads going into family court do the same thing. They prepare to fight. They build a case. They gather evidence. They prepare arguments. They go in ready to prove their ex wrong. And the judge watches all of it, not just what they say, how they say it, the tone when they talk about their ex, the body language when something gets contested, whether they escalate or de-escalate under pressure. Here's what most dads don't understand going in. Courts aren't looking for the most passionate parent. They're not looking for the most prepared parent. They're looking for the most stable one. And stable isn't something you argue, it's something you demonstrate. Every interaction, every message, every moment in that courtroom, you are either building the case that you're the steady parent or handing them the case that you're not. Most dads walk in fighting when they should be walking in steady. Here's the thing nobody talks about. Calm under pressure doesn't come naturally to most people, especially not when the thing being contested is your kids. When someone is threatening your access to the people you love most, every instinct you have says fight, react, defend, prove them wrong. And that instinct, that completely human and understandable instinct, is exactly what costs dads in court. Because the family court system is built around one question above everything else: which parent will create the most stable environment for these children? Not who loves them more, not who has been more wronged, not who has the better argument. Stability. And stability shows up in the data courts collect about you before you ever walk into that room. Your messages, your responses, your tone when things get hard. Nobody teaches dads this. It's not in any legal guide. Your solicitor rarely mentions it. But the dads who know it, who understand that calm is their single most powerful legal tool, those are the dads who change outcomes. Calm is a skill, and it can be learned. There are two things most dads do that actively work against them in court, not because they're bad dads, because nobody told them what the court is actually watching for. Mistake 1, reacting in writing. Every message you send to your ex is potential evidence. Every message that carries an aggressive tone, a defensive tone, an emotional tone. Every message sent at midnight when you were triggered. Courts build a picture of who you are over time, not from one moment, but from the pattern. And a pattern of reactive messages, even if every single thing you said was true, paints a picture of an unstable parent. The court didn't hear what you meant. It read what you sent. Mistake 2, performing calm instead of being calm. Some dads learn they need to look calm in court, so they perform it. They sit still, they choose their words carefully in that room, but then they go home and send the midnight message. And outside the courtroom, in every message, every interaction, they're still reacting. Courts talk to people. They review documentation. They look at the full picture. Calm has to be consistent, not just performed when you know you're being watched. So what does genuine calm look like? Not just on the day, but in the weeks and months leading up to it. 3 things that build the legal case that you're the steady parent. Thing 1. Communicate like someone is always watching. Because they are. Every message to your ex, write it as if a judge will read it tomorrow. Not emotional, not defensive, not proving a point. Factual, brief, child-focused. You're not trying to win the conversation, you're building a record. Thing 2. Document without drama. Keep a simple log. Date, time, what happened, what was said, what was agreed. No opinions, no commentary, just facts. This log becomes your evidence, not your feelings, your record. Courts respond to patterns of behavior documented over time. A factual log of consistent, calm engagement makes you look like exactly what you are, the steady parent. Thing 3. Refuse to be provoked. Your ex may know exactly how to trigger you, may have spent years learning what gets a reaction. That knowledge, in a family court context, becomes a weapon. Every time you react the way they expect, you hand them ammunition. Every time you don't, you build your case. the two-message rule, the 24-hour rule. These aren't just emotional tools, they're legal strategy. The system wasn't built for you. That's not an opinion. That's the reality most dads face walking in. But here's what the system does reward: consistency, calmness. The parent who never gave them a reason to doubt. The steadiest parent wins, not the loudest. You can't control what your ex does. You can't control the process, but you can control how you show up. Every message, every interaction, every moment in that room. That's where the case is won. If this helped, subscribe. There's more coming every week. And if you know a dad who needs to hear this, send it to him. He won't ask for help, but he'll watch this, because dads matter.